What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another ReZero reaction. Today it will be only me, unfortunately, just like how it used to be when I first started doing these reactions. But the other guys should definitely be with me the next episodes. So yeah, just me this time. There will be a light novel comparison at the end of the video, and I'm probably just gonna pick out a couple scenes. I'm not gonna go through the whole entire episode like I did in the last reaction because it would just take too long, and I'll never be able to catch up. And after this reaction, there won't be any more light novel comparisons, at least until I get all caught up. Because I believe at the moment we're like four episodes behind, 4 or 5. So yeah, until I get caught up, there won't be any more light novel stuff after this. But yeah, last episode was freaking awesome. I love the Otto moment in the beginning. In the end, Otto's kind of turned up, a badass. We saw Subaru challenge Roswell, and make a bet that he will save both the sanctuary and the people back at the mansion. Of course, we got a lot of Emilia interactions. So hey, I'll take those. I'll take those, and I'm sure we're gonna get some more later on this episode. Also, interesting little tidbit. Speaking of Emilia, mentally she's about 14 years of age, and physically she's 18. According to the light novel, anyways. If you wanna learn more about that, you can check out the light novel stuff at the end of the last reaction. But yeah, we definitely got to learn a lot more about Emilia. Get to see her mother, or we can safely assume that's her mother, and of course Puck. Puck's gone, but it had to be done, I guess, for Emilia to really challenge this trial and succeed. She's getting her memories back, so slowly it seems, but yeah, great episode. Assume in this episode, of course, we're gonna see more Emilia and Subaru time, because that's where the last episode ended up. So probably see them have a talk or whatever. Then I guess we'll see how Otto deals with Garfield. I'm not sure how he's gonna deal with Garfield, but I'm sure he has a few tricks up his sleeve. But yeah, other than that, I really don't know what's going to be going on this episode besides the Emilia talk and more of the Garfield and Otto thing. I also hope we don't get a new opening this episode because I kind of want to experience that with the guys. So hopefully there's not a new opening. As much as I do want to hear it, hopefully it's not in this episode. So me and the other guys can hear together for the first time. But yeah, I'm not going to stall for too much longer here. Let's get right into this episode. Now, this is episode 39. I believe it's episode 15 or 14 for season 2. Either way, it doesn't really matter. Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong episode. Damn it. Alright, looks like we're starting right. Oh. Right with Garfield and Otto. Come on, Otto, what you got? Buying time. Right, he's buying time. That was the plan, isn't it? Oh, okay. Come on, Otto. Oh, his stones. Bro. Otto is a mastermind. He stole his stone. Best boy Otto, come on, bro. What? The Zoda bugs? Ooh, that is terrifying. Get him, Otto. Alright, well yeah, Otto's already coming in clutch. Not sure how long he's able to stop him from interfering with Subaru, but so far, best boy Otto's coming through. Oh, we're getting Otto backstory? Yeah, that's his blessing, yeah. Or whatever you call it. Yeah, blessing. Soul of language. Oh, Otto backstory, yes sir. Mother? But any who don't have a divine. Do they not know he has it? He has a brother, okay. I realize that written words might bring about. So what, he couldn't speak? So his brother helped him out, okay. Oh, little Otto is so cute, dude. Yeah, I guess they just never understood what he had. Couldn't communicate, okay. That might have been the first time I've cried since he was born, okay. Oh. I really like the colors going on. Kind of reminds me of Zach. Zach's like the bug master. Those are the June bugs? What were they called? Those are the same bugs he's using against Garfield, I think. You shouldn't talk to Zoda. Oh, Zoda bugs. Why do I call them June bugs? Okay. This is also how Otto kind of found out something was wrong with Subaru. Again, in the last episode, when I was doing the light novel stuff, he was communicating with Subaru's land dragon, Patrash, I think. So yeah, through that, he was able to kind of see that something was going on, something was wrong with Subaru, and that he needed help. A fufu. Man, it's such a cool ability, though. Talk with bugs, animals. Oh. He has a younger brother, too. Oh, keep it hidden, man. Oh. There's so many. Bro. I'm like the opposite of Zach. I can't do bugs. That is terrifying. It's more terrifying than a big Garfield. Garfield in this animal form. He sealed his divine. He sealed it? 15. So he kind of has this stigma around him when he was growing up. Kind of looks like Puck a little bit. Maybe not. Bro, that cat's got a better haircut than I do. So I guess he's finding out the truth about these two from using his... Yeah. The 8th guy. Kill him? Made an enemy of the daughter of the most powerful person in town. Come on, Otto. So what? he was 15. So he was 15 and then he started to do this merchant stuff on his own. I hope your dream comes true, Otto. Yes, you can. Okay, this is still in the past. Oh, it's been so long since we've seen Petal Geese. Ooh. Oh, Petal Geese, bro. So when was this? This must be when Subaru was doing the whole extermination, or whatever you want to call it. Because I remember Otto, or during the last season, Otto was like tied up, and then the guy with he was like a animal. I can't remember his name. It was Subaru's teammate. I know he grabbed Otto and brought him to Subaru. And Otto was all tied up. Yeah, this freaking guy. Subaru. It's really cool that we're seeing this from his point of view. What happened? Oh. Every time I cry, it marks a rebirth in my life. First cry as a baby. What do you say? Gained an understanding of my purpose and reason for living. So knowing Subaru kind of gave him that purpose, I guess. This has got to be present time, though. I love Subaru. Oh, I love their friendship. You're going to die. Oh, the opening is coming on. Did he use? He didn't get hit by Garfield, right? Oh, he kept. Okay, there's a limit. Come on, Otto. Just love this opening song. He's such respect for Subaru. Come on, Otto. Oh, come on. I was pulling out the bombs on this guy. That won't stop at Garfield, though. Not at all. Oh, someone's gonna save him. Oh, no. Forgot this isn't a typical anime. He seems to be stalling him for quite a long time, though. Ram? Of course, with the comments already. I don't think even Ram's powerful enough for Garfield. Well, he's not in his beast form, so Maybe she does have a chance. But what'd she say here? I'll give my very soul to firm my masters. Yeah. Bro, give Subaru a little slack. He's weak, elusive, and incompetent. Come on. There we go. That's something, Subaru. That's something. That's all he has. If he believes he sees an opportunity and acts upon it, you know that's the only path to victory. And Subaru seizes those opportunities for sure. He's come a long way. Oh no! Oh, he is turning into this. I thought. Wait, I thought he maybe needed the crystal to do that. I guess not. Unless he has it. I don't know about this. Maybe, I don't know. Can they do this? Oh my god. Ram is shutting me up here. What happened? Did she use too much power? Is that what happened? No, he still has the pen. Wait a second. He's taunting him, it looks like. It's gotta be terrifying. So Otto kind of just saved Ram there. I guess he's using his blessing. You can only assume. Because I think he's using blessing to get into Garfield's head there, or the Tony the Tiger looking ass. Did they win though? Ah, here we go. Emilia. Wait, this has got to be the tomb, right? Emilia's not looking too good though. You're kind of me even when I messed up. Because you're not even disappointed in me, right? Because you know it's never going to go right. So it sounds like she just thinks that Subaru doesn't expect anything from her. I don't know why Subaru. Ugh. Breaking promises with Emilia, not the way to go. Not the way to go. Emilia's got a lot going on in her head. That's for sure. Subaru is laying it into her right now. But he's not really wrong in a way. But I still love you, Emilia. God, the music is just beautiful. Subaru has a way with words, that's for sure. Holy crap. I forgot this isn't a typical rom-com. Hold on, I just missed everything she said. Holy crap. Why are you suddenly saying all this? You were saying that I'm utterly useless. You couldn't put up with me. Because he loves you. That's all there is to it. The voice acting is so good. Oh my god. This, I can't do this. Oh my god. Dude, how I feel every time. She's mentioned that a few times. You're just going back and forth. Holy. Breaking. It's the whole promise thing. Oh, don't cry. Again, she has a lot on her plate. Must be so hard. It's the soundtrack. No. Is this really me? Oh, it's how it ends. That's so nice. That is so nice, bro. Thinking back to that conversation. If,
言える。たとえ何がどうだろうと、君はいなくならない。俺は君が好きだ。嘘つきのくせに。
bro, I can't, dude. This is.
なら信じさせてやる。嫌なら避けろ。
No. No way. This can't be happening. This can't be happening. No fucking way. I can't. This is too freaking cute. Is. Oh. It finally happened. It finally happened. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am so happy. I am so happy, bro. Because you love me. It's how it ends. Oh, it's how it ends, bro. I'm sorry for the sniffles, guys. Hope it's not too annoying. Find your most precious feeling. Yep. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. That scene was 10 out of 10 for me. That was so good. The voice acting, the music, the freaking kiss, bro. It finally happened. My boy, Siru. My boy. Well, it's freaking embarrassing crying like this, but just shit like this gets to me, man. Hold on. There's still a little bit left, I think. What's this ending? Oh, God. I can't even think right now. So Garfield survived. Okay.
待っちゃいね
And that's it. That's it, huh? Garfield looks beat up, bro.
よー待たせたな別に待っちゃいねえよ
Oh, that's it. Oh. Oh my god. Well, guys, there we have it. Not even not even three episodes in. I'm already crying. I don't even know what to say, bro. I don't know what to say. That was an outstanding episode. Freaking beautiful episode. I am so happy and sad. I'm feeling a lot of stuff right now. But I swear ReZero is like the only show. One of the only shows that make me feel these emotions. That's definitely again like top three episodes, top three at least, top two maybe. First favorite episode. It's got to be the parent and child. I really love that one. This one's a close second, just by the ending alone. Of course, I'm biased because Amelia is one of my favorite characters. I mean, Amelia is my favorite character, so definitely a biased opinion there. But what do I even say? What do I even talk about? No, I mean, first of all, really cool to learn more about Otto's. Ugh. Really cool to learn about Best Boy Otto's backstory. Can't complain about that. Got to see his past childhood and more about the blessing. Learned that at, I believe, the age of 15. Age of 15, I guess he left home and started his merchant duties. I'm actually, I believe, in my last reaction during the light novel stuff, it did mention him leaving home at 15. So this kind of shows that as well in this episode. Of course, we get to see his two brothers. I don't know if we're ever really gonna see those people again. At least not in the near future. But yeah, it looks like he had two brothers. But yeah, definitely a highlight. Otto was definitely a highlight this show for sure. I mean, to be fair, there was only like three key things that happened this episode. Was the Otto backstory, the first couple minutes of Otto distracting Garfield, and then of course Ram comes in, and then the Subaru and Amelia moment. So it's kind of easy to find highlights, but it's really cool to see Otto try so hard for Subaru. Yeah, going so far for him, and just how much he respects Subaru as a friend. Of course, we saw Ram pull through, help Otto out. That was really cool as well. See them working together, throwing some shots at Subaru. And yeah, they were able to stall him long enough to let Subaru talk to Emilia. And speaking of Emilia, again, the final part of that episode, man. 10 out of 10 for me. The music. The music was so good. The voice acting was so good. And it's just refreshing to see how, like, I don't know, how these characters really are in terms of the romance aspect, and how, like, Emilia doesn't like instantly fall for Subaru just by him saying "I love you" once. She has these inner conflictions. She doesn't know what to do. She's just memories are coming back. I just really like how these characters are written. That's all I'm trying to say, I guess. Subaru went in for the kiss, and he did it. He done did it. I like how he's like, if you don't want to do this, just dodge. Just making sure she has that option. But in the end, she doesn't, of course. And I guess technically that's the second kiss, because we did see the kiss of death a few episodes prior of this, but this is more of the kiss of life. It's like quite the opposite. So yeah, I'm really happy for Subaru. I'm happy to see how far the relationship has come. I say that a lot, but I'm gonna continue to say it. Oh, I just can't get over it. Can't get over that scene. I can't do it. I can't do it. But other than that, of course, we see Garfield show up at the end there. I'm not really sure what's gonna be going on next episode. I don't really know if I have many predictions other than maybe Emilia taking the trial, Garfield forcing her to take the trial right then and there, maybe. And if, of course, that happens, we'll hopefully learn more about Emilia's past, which would be better if she's taking the trial. I'm sure they'll show what's going on in there. I don't see why they wouldn't. So I'm looking forward to that. And I assume that'll be before the Frozen Bonds OVA. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. Hey, we're getting backstory on everyone. Got some on Otto, we're getting some on Emilia. Keep the backstories coming. I love learning about these characters. But other than that, I don't know if I have too much else to say. I just bravo. ReZero. Another fantastic episode. Never fails to disappoint. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to sleep tonight. Thoughts are racing right now. I love the series. Of course, in the next episode, we should have Zach and Tabor along with us in the next reaction. It's unfortunate, but maybe it's a blessing because I was literally crying during this episode. So maybe it's good that I didn't that they weren't with me during that. But they'll probably see this video, so in the end, maybe it doesn't matter. But yeah, guys, that will be the end of this reaction. I hope you all enjoyed. I sure as hell did. Again, like I said in the intro, I won't be doing the light novel stuff for the next few episodes, so you can probably expect the reactions coming out a lot faster. It'll be pretty easy to edit. It's just the light novel stuff takes a long time, so you can expect those the next few videos, I should say, to come out relatively soon. So yeah, one more time, again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being patient with me. I know I'm super late on this, but I hope you all have a damn good day or night, wherever you are. And I will see you guys on the next reaction. I'm out of here. Hey, what's going on, guys? Hope you all doing well. Welcome to the light novel part. Just got home from work, and I'm gonna go through just a couple, maybe no more than 3 scenes for episode 2. Just because it would take too long to do the full episode, comparing every little thing. And if I do that, it'll just take too long. And I will be like 20 episodes behind by the time I get the video out. So we're just gonna do a few, maybe even just 2 scenes, and see if anything was changed here. All right, so we were on. How many episodes am I on? 1, 2, 3. 3 episodes. Well, tomorrow's Wednesday, so it'll be 4. But if I don't do the light novel stuff, I'll be able to catch up pretty fast at least. Okay, so this episode here, let's just pick out a few scenes. Let's pick out a couple scenes here. I know one of them It's definitely gonna be, the Emilia moment. So at a quick glance, it seems that Roswell or Otto's backstory here is about the same. Nothing super important in a light novel. But then again, I did just kind of skim through most of the pages. So I'm gonna move on and check the battle. Also, the battle is pretty much the same as well. There's a few extra dialogue here and there, but it's nothing too important. When he uses the crystal, though, it does explain kind of what he's doing here. Which you can make an educated guess on what it is. He's using in the book. It says he's using his power, his blessing to converse with Garfield's state here. His Tony the Tiger looking at state. Yeah, it says he was using bestial words to speak to the beast that lost its mind. And it doesn't explain what he said or anything like that. It just says he used his power, his blessing to converse with Garfield here. So Ram can get away. And now we're on this Emilia part, which I never realized how long this part lasted. So yeah, nothing that I found was too interesting. Otto's past or the fight, nothing too much was changed or left out. Again, I only really skimmed through the pages because I don't want to spend too much time. But yeah, we're gonna move on to the Emilia and Subaru moment, which I will look at the pages carefully. I'm gonna read along here. In the book, it explains why Emilia chose this place. This is Echidona's tomb, and again, with an educated guess, you can assume why she chose this place. But just in case you don't know, I'm gonna read here. It says, at the very least, besides Emilia, there were 3 candidates to enter this place. One rejected the trial with every hair on his body, and we can assume that's Garfield. One had lost her role as the price for going against her creator, which again we can assume is Shima. Shima went after Garfield. And then the last is, of course, Subaru. And Subaru has been stripped of his qualifications after earning the witch's ire. So yeah, that is why Emilia chose this place. And yeah, it just makes sense why Subaru found her here. It was a good choice by Emilia, honestly. So right after she asks this, there's it's a bit more dialogue here. So first in the anime, Subaru responds, get forced back as hard as Roswell. In the novel, he says this, if you have to ask why, that's a tough one. Probably because I'm always thinking of Emilia Tan. So I'm the one with the best grasp of Emilia Tan's feelings. I'm pretty sure he doesn't see it. Here, but I'm fighting pretty hard to endure. Then after he says that in the book, Emilia says no. And Emilia actually asks this later on, or right after that. Subaru says why he's there. And she says this, that's not what Subaru, I don't mean the reason you're here. Subaru, you're in a place people without qualifications can't enter, Oh, you mean why my body didn't get thrown back like Roswell's? Fact is, even without being thrown back, I'd put up with a lot. It wasn't bad enough to make me collapse, thanks to my gait being so puny. I suppose I should be grateful that I have no talent for magic. Oh, I guess in the anime she does, I was thinking this didn't get added at all, but she actually does ask that, kinda. She says, why here you don't have the qualifications, blah blah blah. Subaru says he doesn't get forced back as hard as Roswell. Oh, so Subaru is actually like kind of enduring this place. He did lose the qualification. All right, that makes more sense. Okay, so maybe
なんだよエミリア
So
君、
far, it's the
まさか
same.
俺に怒られるの怖がってんの？
Yep.
怒っちゃいない。
I'm gonna try my best not to cry while watching this. Because I already did during the freaking first reaction. Hopefully, I can stay strong.
怒ってくれないの？
But yeah, so far it's the same.
勝手なことしたでしょ？
So far the dialogue is pretty much the same. The book explains a bit more about her insecurities and what her insecurity is. So I'm gonna read that in case you're interested. You know, so she says that why wouldn't you get angry? Yeah, you're not angry because you didn't expect anything in the first place. You being kind to me when I fail like this means my failing didn't disappoint you at all. So she's thinking, you know, Subaru's just not really expecting anything more from Emilia. Perhaps, just perhaps. So yeah, here the book says, perhaps, just perhaps, this was an insecurity that had always rested at the bottom of Emilia's heart, one she had never before put into words. Over and over, Subaru had greeted Emilia with warmth when she failed in her challenge of the trial, crushed by her own cowardly heart. As he did so, he had both aided Emilia and then stilled anxiety within her. She was so despondent over betraying his expectations, but Subaru had never shown that to Emilia, not even once. And it continues to say, as the failures added up, continuing to gently console her might have saved her heart temporarily, but only by searing ever greater anxiety upon it. So Subaru's, warmth, his consolation towards her was kind of like a little band-aid almost. So it was like a temporary fix, but I guess every time he did that, every time he showed support and just 100% support, no disappointment, just love basically. It still kind of instilled anxiety. And yeah, it says all that time Emilia had been frightened of Subaru's and Puck's kindness. And yeah, then it goes on to say the dialogue here. It says, no, Emilia, that's not what I think. And it says in the book, as Subaru earnestly tried to reach out to the great ripple arising in Emilia's heart. If he let go of her heart there, it would be lost for good. He would never be able to capture it again. Again, not super important, but just figured I'd put it in here. And here, when she's saying this, you shouldn't break a promise, you shouldn't lie. There's a bit more dialogue she actually says during this part in the book. She says, I told you before how important promises are to me. How to spear mages, to me, promises are so important. That's why I wanted you to keep them. Subaru, you apologized for not keeping them before, so why did you break your promise again? You mustn't break promises, you mustn't lie, you have to keep your promises. I mean, if you don't, if I'd only kept mine, I, mother, and geese wouldn't have. Geese? Petal geese? You mustn't break promises, you mustn't lie, you have to keep your promises. I mean, if you don't, if I'd only kept mine, her mother and geese wouldn't have. Is Emilia associated with petal geese? Huh, oh, I'm not even the. Okay, yeah, so that's some more dialogue there. And I guess in the past, Emilia broke a promise. And if she didn't break that promise, something that happened to her mother and geese wouldn't have happened. So yeah, I think I mentioned during the episode, Subaru should know not to break a promise with Emilia, because, like I said, the spear mage thing, the stuff that happened in the past, you should know how important it is for her. And in the book, she says that again. She reinforms that to him, reminds him about that. So that's a bit of dialogue there that was missing in the anime. Oh, it's so freaking sad, bro. And right here, I just want to talk about what's happening in Subaru's mind, what he's thinking right here when Subaru's just crying, or when Emilia's crying. As he listened to her sobbing voice, he desperately pondered what he should say. Was it right to apologize? Was it right to act as if he understood? Should he earnestly console her? The thoughts went round and round inside his heart, but try as he might, he could not grasp which answer was correct. Ought, ought he, did he need to do? What he needed most, how could Subaru best convey how he felt? Subaru thought and thought, searching for the best words he knew, the ones that could reach the heart most. And then he says, I love you. So that's kind of what Subaru was thinking here.
Emilia.
And again, I want to say what's happening in the book here when he's doing this. The abuse Subaru seemingly spat out made Emilia open her eyes wide and still. Her surprise was such that he could see a few tears left in her moist eyes. She trembled weakly, her lips unable to speak even a single word. Without doubt, never had Subaru hurt Emilia's heart more than he did at that moment. This was the malice and disgust that Subaru Natsuki had never once turned towards Emilia to date. Receiving this, Emilia's expression slowly dried up as a smile came over her. Then it's still the same here afterwards. I just wanted to say how the book explains that. This part so far is
俺は君にぞっ
about
こ
the
んだ
same.
君の全部が俺にはか
And along this conversation here, Subaru says this, I'm not lying, I love you. What do you think about me anyways? You always act like you know it all. How much do you know? How much do you think you've shaken my heart, stringing me along with that cute face of yours like I've got a chance? Stop toying with me. Emilia says, I'm not toying with you. All I did was act normally. Don't say weird things about it. Even though I have so much to consider right now, you're asking me how I feel about you. I can't think about that. Subaru, stop it. Don't make this hard for me. Who's making this hard for who? You're making it hard for me. You're the one making it hard for me, Subaru. And it says, like little children having a tantrum, both were reduced to emotional arguments, felt a shred of logic between them. And yeah, it goes on. It goes on there. Yeah, that's just a little more dialogue there I wanted to put in here because it wasn't in the episode, even if it's not super important. But oh wait, and here it says, "What are you, a witch?" She says, "What are you, a witch?" That happened in the
信じられ
anime.
たスバルを信じてきっと全部を預けられた
And actually, a few sentences down from the last thing I was talking about. She says, I don't know how many times I've said it. Subaru, you're a liar. You break your promises, but you come with me with the calm look on your face. You thought I would notice, didn't you? I've been watching you. I've been watching to see if you kept your promises with me, Subaru. And Subaru says, that's a bad personality right there. Testing people like that. What are you, a witch? That's a little savage from Subaru. A liar who breaks his promises has no right to talk. This and my breaking promises are two different things. Again, it's just some more dialogue there that I don't think that was in the anime, this episode. So yeah, let's continue on here. After that, it's so far the same.
ちょっとずつ
I love this part. How he remembers what his mother. Oh,
そうだよな
beautiful
母
man.
さん
What's important is not where you start or what happens midway, but how it ends.
エミリ
Love
アが
it.
どんな思い出を思い出しても何も変わらないよ俺はお前が好きだ
So far, it's the same.
信じさせてやる
And the music, bro, it just captures this scene perfectly. Man,
お前が好きだどんなにダメ
argue like this.
変わらずエミリアを
Yeah.
好きなままだそれは何があっても
I just want to read a bit of the book, this whole same scene here. So, when Subaru's about to kiss her. Alright, so when Emilia saw Subaru approach, bewilderment rose into her eyes as her body went rigid. For 1 second he waited. It was the only chance he gave her to throw him off. But Emilia closed her eyes. Whether this was surrender or the product of hesitation, Subaru knew not. Their respective breaths became one. Emilia's breathing caught as Subaru knit his brows in pain. For the tiny sound that resounded was that of the pair's teeth forcefully bumping against each other. The first thing they tasted was a faint, throbbing pain. However, the powerful heat that followed erased it even from the most remote corners of their heads. Her lips were soft. It was a kiss where they simply touched. To Emilia, it was her first. To Subaru, it was the second time. It was not like the first time, which carried the cold taste of death. The second kiss bore the hot taste of life. And when their lips mutually pulled apart, blood rushed to Emilia's cheeks as Subaru unhesitatingly spoke those words. And then I believe it's the same. Also, I'll throw up this. Let's see here. This is the art, if you vaguely see it, the artwork of the scene. I'll throw up a picture on top here. But yeah, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful scene, man. So again, I'm gonna continue on here. I can't get over this scene. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for Subaru, man. I'm so happy for the characters. Let's go. It's almost done. Okay, so far it's seen. I'm on your side. It's okay if you don't remember everything. Find what?
見つけよう。
見つけるって何が
俺が
Just like my feelings for you make me keep moving forward. I'll send you where he's packing at full speed.
いろんな不安を蹴っ飛ばして
Yeah.
走れるようになる。大事な気持ちようだよ。
So right here, it says here in the book, yeah, I'm sure they will, along with the reason to keep on walking. He couldn't call it half trust or half doubt, but Amelia certainly didn't agree completely as she nodded. Seeing Amelia like that, Subaru closed his eyes and turned his face skyward. He felt like the words that had previously saved him the same way had been gentler. He felt like he was saved by words that were gentler, harsher, stronger. Can I really be there for Amelia like that? Asking that out loud would have been too uncool, though he didn't actually say it. He exhaled exhausted, then the very instant he forgot about it, the tomb's rejection slammed directly into Subaru's spirit, putting his hand to a wall without thinking. He barely managed the void trembling to the floor. Okay, did this happen in the anime? I don't think this happened. Maybe it did. No, I don't think it did. Okay, so this is a little scene that couldn't make it in the episode. He barely managed to avoid trembling to the floor. Emilia says, Subaru, are you alright? He says, it's nothing. Well, that's what I want to say, but it's definitely something. It's pretty bad right now. For the time being, if we're going to continue this lover's quarrel, I'd like to leave it aside. Goodness, if I had to have any intention of that. When Subaru, blue in the face, tried to put on a strong front, Emilia faintly smiled. It was a strength bereft of strength, but the sight of Emilia's returning to normal was a sign to Subaru that she had become more positive, if only ever so slightly. She was still anxious, and answers were yet to come. Even so, she smiled. Then it goes on to say, when the wobbly Subaru rested his weight against the wall as he walked down the passage, Emilia hesitated to lend him a supporting hand. Perhaps this was an after effect of having early touched each other's lips. Thinking back, the sheer boldness of it made his face run hot. But for that moment, he set a number of such deep sentiments aside. At the ending of the passage, orange-colored sunlight was entering at an angle, and there, of course, Garfield comes in. And that's it. That's the end of the chapter. Going to chapter 7, which is called "The Nun Can Lift the Queen Stone alone. But yeah, guys, that's will be it for the light novel comparison part of this video. I really hoped I wouldn't cry again, but it's kind of easier not to cry when I'm with the other guys. But of course, when I'm alone with my thoughts, you know, it gets me. So I'm sorry if that's annoying, but it just happens. Oh well. But yeah, overall, from what I saw, nothing. There's a little bit of dialogue here and there that was not added in the anime, but it was nothing super important, nothing detrimental to the story. Blah blah blah. Except for the when Emilia mentioned her mother and geese, and the only geese I know of is petal geese. So if she's talking about petal geese, and that'll be something. I'm not gonna. I'm not even gonna like talk about that because it could be something else. But yeah, sorry guys. Again for not doing the entire episode. I really just skimmed through the uh earlier parts. But I promise I read through pretty much everything in the Amelia scene that was in the book. Pretty much everything. So hopefully you'll forgive me for not doing a very thorough comparison of everything. So that will conclude this part of the video. And for the next few episodes, I will not be doing the light novel comparison. So I will be able to catch up to the most recent episodes, and so I don't have to also hold back the other guys from watching more, because I know they definitely want to see some more. So that's what's going to be happening. I'm going to be catching up pretty soon. So if you're seeing this, if this is my most recent reaction video out, you can expect the next few reactions to be out pretty soon. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a damn good day. Hope you have a damn good day or night wherever you are. I'm gonna try not to cry myself to sleep, and I will see you guys on the next reaction with the other guys. Goodbye.